Hello, dreamers. Welcome back to the Mystic Hawk YouTube channel, and welcome to a very special edition of the Crystal Tree Ancestor reading. This is for the collective. This is a little something different than normal because what I am going to share with you is an urgent message, a good urgent message. It's a heads up kind of situation that the ancestors told me, and they want me to share this with you so that we can better understand how the all life, the universe, God got us all that is, all that good stuff, likes to communicate with us through the synchronicities in our daily life as we're going through the living dream. And in this particular situation with me, I saw a license plate with the number 222, an actual hawk in my backyard eating my birds, a heron. I had an encounter with an actual heron who gave me this wonderful down feather. And I was driving along Phoenix Avenue, which Phoenix is really important in this situation. It's talking about transmutation, transformation, rising above the death of a situation and being reborn again. Very, very powerful totems and information there. So, over the course of this time, I've been dreaming on this, not only seeing it play out in my life, but asking Spirit, how do I get this message across to you guys? So Spirit says, well, we'll start with the number 222 on the license plate. And of course, it wasn't a North Dakota license plate that I saw it on, but I thought this one was pretty cool. It said, discover the Spirit. Hey, this is how I was discovering Spirit, by getting this message, 222. And what does 222 mean? Well, the first thing that I saw, that it was broke down, it looked like February 22nd. So something amazing could be happening on February 22nd for all of us as a collective, for a few of us individually. Of course, that won't resonate for everybody. It could just mean 222 coming down into a 6 just could be the year 2022. Okay, right? Okay. Anyway, so it could be within this year, but I do feel the 22nd of February has some significance. If nothing else, is when you got that synchronistic message to do something. Got a hint, got a lead on something. That's when you got the new job, or at least you saw it listed when you applied for it. Some kind of something like that. When you met the love of your life for the first time, you saw him or her across the room. It could be that situation. I don't know. We're all individuals, so it plays out for us individually. So let's look at what the numbers mean. If we break it down, first we'll take the 2, and the 2 represents the feminine principle. In the tarot, it represents the high priestess. Okay, keep that in mind. It can be like the high priestess. It represents patience, endurance, consideration for others. Opposite pairs like male, female, masculine, feminine, spirit, matter, young, old. Mars and Venus, as we know, Mars and Venus are conjuncting up and riding along through the, through the horoscope, through the heavens right now, assisting us and helping us out with partnerships. That could be love partnerships or business partnerships as well. One of the things Spirit is saying is it's time for us to get together, join up with other people, and put our collective resources in a pot so that it can be a greater experience for all concerned. Just jumping in and helping out each other. That's basically what it means. It may mean that you get in a big business partnership. It may mean that you meet somebody that is your soulmate. Or it could be that there is just some significant person that comes along that helps you out with some kind of inspiration, helps you out with a particular task, whatever. But that person is really being very helpful during this period. 222 is the master builder number. It talks about being in the world and not of it, to be spiritually helpful to within the material world. So again, I see it as a lot of us helping people to navigate the dream, helping people to navigate out of the matrix into a world where you're consciously co-creating with God, Goddess, all that is, consciously co-creating with the universe. And it also speaks about victory over limitations, freedom from bondage. Woohoo, we all need that, right? Patience, perseverance, and determination. And when we look at overall, like the angel number, yeah, again, it's talking about new beginnings, where our faith and trust may be tested. So keep that in mind. You're just gonna have to keep the faith and trust that everything is going to be worked out. Going to work out, through divine timing. The universe has its own timing. We all know about that, right? So in the meantime, we got to keep going, keep our thoughts positive, be patient while the universe is lining up the dominoes. It takes a lot more time when I don't know if you ever did that when you were a kid, building the little domino display up where you set them up and you knock them down. It takes a lot longer to set them all up than it does to flick it over and knock them down. Just a few seconds to do that. It could take hours, days, weeks to even set up an elaborate display. Some people even months if there's really, really fancy, like Guinness Book of World Record stuff, right? They work for months on all this stuff. So it takes a while to set all of these synchronicities up for us. In the meantime, the universe wants us to create, and in the process of being creative, it brings us into the now moment where we're more open and aware to the synchronicities. Again, and I see it as being in our inner child self. The inner child is the part of us that loves to create so much, do those art projects and music projects, whatever it is that you do that you feel creative and happy about, whatever it is that you're passionate about. So follow that and know that that is your authentic self, and trust the direction that your authentic self is taking you, because that is taking you to ascend toward your soul's mission with joy and happiness. The universe loves it when we do that. So there's the number 222. Hey, so that kind of resonates. That rang a bell with me in particular. So let's see what else we got here. Let's go down to the card cam. Now we're on to the hawk, the phoenix, and the blue heron. That's the actual blue heron feather that I got. And I'll show you him in just a second. So I actually saw an actual hawk, an actual heron, and I was on Phoenix Avenue. Again, I was going to do my daily routine. As a matter of fact, I was doing that shopping trip to get ready to go on what I thought was going to be a one-day trip, a quick run down there in the morning, come back in the evening, go get some crystal trips at my favorite Ancestor mine where I get these amazing healing crystals. They don't look like just every other crystal you ever seen. Oh my God, they're just amazing. As a matter of fact, let me show them to you. Let me show you one real quick. This is the Ancestor tree healing crystal. Now, this crystal is for those of you that are working on cleaning up your ancestor line, like, if you got any, especially those of you that are working with some pretty heavy karma within your ancestry. Check it out. And this is why I call this the crystal tree reading. Is if you notice when you look in through this one, because of the barnacles on the back, and I'm going to put the little feather, he was trying to blow away. If you look at the barnacles in the back, create this amazing tree that you can see through there, and the barnacles, there they are, represent the ancestors of our family. Now, this is a really powerful crystal. It can bring up some pretty potent shadow work to deal with, because we have some, I don't know about you guys and your ancestors, but when I did my ancestor work, a lot of shadow work came through it. This crystal is for one special person if you're doing shadow work, but I just wanted to show it to you because it was so cool. It comes with this selenite stand. It's on sale at the Mystic Hawk Crystals, either on Etsy or on my website. But it's a beautiful and amazing crystal, and this is the kind of stuff, this really sacred stuff for healers and light workers that I get from this one particular place. So I was going down there, and of course I was out there with a couple of friends of mine. One very gratefully happens to own a motel right there, not far away from where we were at. And that came in handy as part of the story. But when I got back to my truck to get ready to drive back home, which was 2 hours away in the dark, and it was a new moon, the battery light came on, and apparently my alternator went out. Now, had I been more in alignment and listened to my intuition, I would have listened to my friend said, you could just stay here if your truck is acting up. You shouldn't probably drive at night. I didn't listen. I got about 30, 40 minutes down the road and, and ended up dead on the side of the road. But it all worked out really well. I had a perfect place to pull over. I did eventually, finally, get a tow truck to come get me, drop me off at the motel, and took my truck to go get fixed. So the next morning when I woke up, my friend said, well, we might as well go to the lake. You said you wanted to collect some driftwood. And I said, yes, I would love to go collect some driftwood because it's pretty amazing pieces that we find. And the lake is low. There's no snakes at this time of year. So I figured, well, what else do I have to do? And there's also some crystals over there, but actually the driftwood is better picking. So one of the things this is what I found. This is what happened to me when I'm at the lake, and this is how I got this feather. So check this out. Look at the blue heron. I was out hunting driftwood, and I just flushed this out. Oh my God, blue heron. Very powerful message. I heard it flush, and hopefully I got it. The down feather of a blue heron. Look, she left me a feather. Look how fluffy it is. It's the down. See, there it is. Different light. Got my feather. Cool. And that's how I got this feather. That heron was literally right behind me when I was collecting driftwood. And had my truck not broke down, I would have never met the heron and gotten the message and this wonderful feather to remind me. And when you get a feather from a living bird like that, when they give you a gift, that is like double the message from spirit. So that was a pretty amazing find. So one of the things the heron represents is marching to the beat of your own drum. And in the medicine cards, it also talks about how important it is to do some self-reflection, how important it is, especially if we're trying to line up with our destiny, where we're trying to get in alignment with our purpose in this world, is we must know ourselves. On the Temple of Delphi, that's the first thing they have up there: know thyself. We need to know who we really are, inside and out, the light, the dark, the good, the bad, the ugly, you name it. It is a part. That way we know how to navigate our dream and our territories, and accept it. Strengths, weaknesses, everything, our self-righteousness, our self-pity, how we can help other people, all the love, the kindness, all these things that makes us who we are. Another thing that the heron talks to us about is we do need to dive into the watery depths of our feelings so that we can dive deep into this other world. See, they live in the world of the air and the water, so they're a between the worlds kind of person. It is perhaps marching to the beat of your own drum. Some of you may be working between the worlds with your healing, shamanism, even tarot card and oracle readings does take us between the worlds, doing psychic work, mediumship, all of that call to go in between those two worlds and learning how to successfully navigate them, right? And oftentimes when we go through that process, the heron is really connected up with the phoenix. And I want to read this little paragraph about the heron in here and how it's related to phoenix in particular. Let's see, where is it? Oh, did I lose my place? Oh, there it is. So it talks about the heron is calling you to delve deeper, to know yourself, to trust your path. Like the phoenix who rises from its own ashes, heron emerges from unseen worlds of spirit into a new balanced sense of self in order to embrace its potential again and again. So even if you have been on the particular path you're on, you may be changing up how you work with your healing modalities, how you do readings, such as I'm kind of changing mine up a little bit. Changing something up in that area to because it brings you closer and closer to the potential to take a little bit of risk, try something different. The Phoenix again is talking to you about that life, death, rebirth, transformation. We all know, most of us know the story of the Phoenix, or the bird that sets itself on fire and out of the ashes rises again, born anew, clean, clear of all the old karma being burned off. Not run away from, not escape from, faced, and we do the work, and then the karma is released. And again, going through that process of knowing ourselves. So Spirit is saying, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work. You're not getting out of the work, sorry. But if you do that work and are willing to face going through what we need to go through for that transformation, then we get the message of the hawk. The hawk comes along, Spirit. Hawk is talking to us about pay attention to the omens of all these opportunities coming along. It's asking us to read the messages, the omen. Anytime I see the hawk, and here we go, well, let's take a look at Mr. Hawk here. Remember, that was Mr. Baby Hawk. I did have the whole video, which was 2 minutes 22 seconds long, by the way, 2:22 again. So the hawk came in my yard. Mama hawk dumped him off. He's about a yearling, and he was practicing his bird catching in my backyard. Literally, he almost dove at my head trying to catch a bird. So he was out there for a couple of weeks, and this is a little bit of the footage. So to show you, yes, I really did have a hawk that was only 25 feet away from my house. And I caught them the same day. I caught him on camera for 2 minutes 22 seconds. The same day I was went down Phoenix Avenue. The Heron came along about 3 days later. So that's how Spirit gives me these messages to pay attention. We're going through a major transformation. It's going to be a transformation that can lead you to your life purpose, where you do something that is truly in alignment with you, where you can march to the beat of your own drum. Okay? Really fun, exciting stuff there. So now we're going to pull some cards. Let's do some Sacred Destiny cards to add to it. See if Spirit wants to tell us anything else to add to this message that I got through the Hawk Totem, through my own Hawk Totem of the omens, letting me know, watch out for the omens and things to come. Oh, and there's an omen and things to come as the cat wants to go out the door. Of course. Hold on just a second. Let me let him out. Yeah, let him. Come on, quick. Cat. Definition of cat. That's a message right there. What does the cat have to say? Well, the cat has a mind of its own. They're independent and they do their own thing. And he loves it. You know, you ever notice? Okay, this is kind of a thing that may come up for some of you, and I'm not, getting on my kitty Tito there, but you ever notice how when you get really focused on something like reading a newspaper, working on a computer, that's when the cat wants your attention. The cat could care less any other time, but when you're really focused and engaged in something, that's when the cat wants your attention. And that, what I'm hearing from that is, yeah, when you're really doing your thing and you're in your truth, in your moment, you've gone through your Phoenix transformation, and you're doing your thing, you're living your purpose. That's when other people that perhaps didn't give you the time of day before, all of a sudden they start showing back up and going, hey, I want your attention. Maybe even popping into your dreams. I kind of had to flush somebody out of one of my dreams last night. Like, Actually, I didn't even run them off. I just got in my truck, packed my stuff up, and got my truck and drove away and left. Yeah, they're talking about keeping it simple, baby. Let's not complicate things. Oh, look. Feather. The feather of Spirit. Keeping things simple. Keeping your heart as light as a feather. That's another thing that I'm hearing, just like in the scales of Ma'at or justice, is keeping your heart as light as a feather after this transformation. Very beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. And Mr. Kitty, he just wanted outside. And that will lead us to a state of abundance. Definitely, this blue heron, once we know ourselves and we're on our correct path to us, that opens us up to more abundance coming into our world. We're not just talking about money. Some people may see that as money, but an abundance of time, abundance of joy, abundance of friends, of like-minded others, an abundance of experiences like these synchronistic experiences that are very exciting. So excellent, excellent. What else do we have, Spirit? Okay. We have gateway. Oh, yeah. A gateway into a new world. And we got the unicorn. And these experiences, very unique. Just like the unicorn, magical, unique experiences, these situations, this gateway. I hear that's that 222 energy. It might be on February 22nd that there's this amazing portal and gateway that's going to be opening. I've been hearing that will lead us to our enlightenment. But keep it simple, stupid. I'm sorry. I just had to say it that way. They're just saying keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. When Spirit gives you the opportunity to walk through the gateway and you know it's in alignment with you, they're saying go for it. You know, get on that magic cosmic ship and fly into that new situation, that new future. Don't let them jealous kitty cats get in your way. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, the Ancestor speaks. Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. They are talking about respect your physical body. Some may be needing to go through some detoxing, rejuvenating, relaxing, getting rid of all those stress hormones so that we are able to shine brightly and stand out. There you go, people. Be your unique, beautiful, wonderful self. Be proud. Be your individual self. You know, dance like nobody's watching. That's what I just heard for all of us. It's time to dance like nobody's watching, babies. Because this is an urgent message. The Spirit's happen to say, well, I'm opening a door for you, for all of you that are ready to live in your purpose and ready to live in your dreams. It is in alignment. There is a little element, a little scene in there where the woman blows the dandelion. And that is like blowing our dreams to the wind to see which ones plant. You know, see which seeds further. What are we going to plant? What's going to land out there? So it's putting our dreams out there. It's about putting it out there, okay? So check it out. Check out this dream montage and sweet dreams, dreamer. Until next time.